Hi, it's Montie Twining. I am a co-founder and product designer here at Roost Root. And the purpose of this video is to walk you through the design features of our Loft Chicken Coop in the CAD software that's used both to design and build the coop. So a proper chicken coop is made up really of three distinct spaces for the chicken. This loft coop is part of what we call our walk-in coop series, and it also has a space for a person. Really, the big reason you would want a walk-in coop is for you yourself to get out of the inclement weather to take care of your chickens. This video is mostly to talk about the three distinct spaces for the chickens, and that is the run area, which is in the bottom of the coop, the egg box area, and the roost area. So that's what this video is going to do, is talk to you about those spaces in the chicken loft. So the chicken loft has this classic A-frame design, which makes it naturally larger on the bottom on the ground, which is great for the run in this coop. The FDA declares for the eggs that you buy in your store that any more than 2 or 3 square feet of space, free range space for birds, constitutes free range eggs. So we kind of take that number and our experience in all of the coops that we've built over the years, and we put in 4 square feet per bird, and that's kind of how we determine that. On the back of this coop, you'll see that there is a turnout door. The turnout door allows you to let the chickens out during the day to forage for bugs and kind of hang to free range. The chickens will typically go away from the coop by 50, maybe 100 feet, and they'll come back to eat, to drink, as well as to roost at nighttime. This turnout door will also accept an automatic door from chickendoors.com. The idea is not to keep the run 100% dry. The chickens do fine in a little bit of moist ground, but you do want it to dry up. When you build this coop, you'd want to try to build it on high ground if you can, and just make sure that you've got good drainage for whatever you put in the run. We typically recommend just sandy loam or whatever soil that you have in the area you live in for the run, and not to put anything else in the run area of your coop. The next space in the loft coop to talk about is this egg box space. One of the things that's interesting about this coop is it's the only coop where we kind of pre-assemble this. When you get this coop, this whole section is pre-assembled, and then it's just plugged in like it docks into the side of the structure. So that makes it really convenient, and one of the fastest coops we have in terms of assembly. There are 4 egg box spaces in this coop for the 10 birds, which is overkill, but nonetheless, there's lots of egg box space. The egg boxes are accessed by the outside doors. Each of them have 2 barrel bolts. All this hardware is stainless steel. And the inside of the coop, you have this kind of a double jump bar system where the birds can jump up from the ground, get onto this ladder, and through this ladder, they can then walk in and get into this egg box. And you can see that the egg box has got dividers in it. The other thing to point out about the egg box in this coop is that it does, like all of our coops, we put wire bottoms in the bottom of our egg boxes. And we do that in case an egg gets broken. If an egg gets broken, you can pretty easily wash it out, and you don't end up with a broken egg in the bottom of a wood or some other material in the bottom of an egg box. This egg box has a metal roof, as does the rest of this coop. It's made out of a material called galvalume. Galvalume is particularly strong and good at reflecting heat and not transmitting the heat, even in direct sun down below. The loom in galvalume is aluminum, and it's that aluminum that is what makes it where it does not transmit the heat. So now switching over to the roost space on this coop. It also is kind of pre-built in our shop, like a cassette that you can just plug into the side of the coop when you're assembling it. And it is very fast. It's also covered with the same metal roof area. And when you look inside of it, you'll kind of notice it's very protected on this coop. It has protection from 3 sides. The chickens are tucked up in there pretty good on this long roost bar, which gives you 6 to 8 inches per bird. And between the roost bar length, the egg box space, and the run space, it's how it gets rated for 10 birds. The birds jump from the ground up from the run area onto this ladder, a similar ladder to what's over on the egg box side, and then they can crawl up and they can get onto the roost bar. This coop is unique from all of our other coops in that we have a dropping board system, and it's really necessitated by the A-frame design. The bottom of the roost does sit over the run, and rather than the birds just kind of pooping into the run, we decided to put some dropping boards in here, which people like. They pick them up periodically, maybe weekly, every other week, and they can wash them off and put them back in, and it kind of helps keep things clean as far as the roost area is concerned. So the next thing to talk about on this loft is, like all of our coops, it's pretty open air. Chickens are much more cold tolerant than they are heat tolerant. Heat is a real nemesis for chickens once it gets up over 100 degrees. Cold tolerance, chickens are good down to sub-zero temperatures. So if you live somewhere where it doesn't typically get down below zero, like even if it's in the teens and it's not snowing tremendously where you live and it's going to fill up your coop with snow, these coops can be used with normal hens for your region, just the way that they come. If you do live someplace that gets sub-zero temperatures and or a lot of snow, we have storm panels for these coops that cover the doors, that cover the sides, that cover the backs of the coops so that it buttons them up from sub-zero winds as well as snow getting into the coop. This is really the optimum design for a coop, one that can both serve in hot temperatures as well as cold temperatures. Further down the website page, you'll see an area called Climate Considerations that has a map and more information on this kind of concept of our coops, this sort of convertible multi-climate concept. Other than the storm panels that are an accessory for this coop, the other accessories that we have are waters and feeders, as well as we have some egg box liners. The water in this coop is one of our 4-inch waters that can accept a heater in the cap to keep the water from freezing. It comes with these standard poultry nipples, which are awesome because the chickens don't poop in their water. It's over their head and they kind of peck at it and get to the water through like a poultry nipple. And we also have a patented freeze guard poultry nipple that would give you some additional protection along with the heater down to freezing temperatures, maybe down to zero. That's kind of where in our heads, once it gets past below 0 degrees, we figured that, we're not responsible for water freezing. That's pretty cold. But with a heater and our freeze guard nipples, it gives you some protection between 32 and 0, which is a great convenience. This water holds enough water for the 10 birds for a long 4-day weekend, as well as the feeders that we offer as an option on this coop. So the twin feeders that are part of the package for the feeders, there are easy fill feeders, which means that they have a chute that through gravity dispenses the feed into a feed cup that's in the bottom so the chickens can get to it, but it's off the ground and they can't poop in their feed either. The other good part about all these coops is they're set up. This coop has like a Dutch door in the back of it so that you can pour in feed from outside of the coop. But of course, because it's a walk-in coop, if you just wanted to walk in the front door and fill the feeders, you could do that also. The other option that we have on this coop is the egg box liners. They're custom cut. You'd get 4 of them in the kit, and it would fill these egg box slots here with a little kind of an AstroTurf type egg box turf that's washable, and it kind of protects and makes the egg box a little bit darker than it otherwise would be. And it also, well, they're not too comfy, so your chickens don't just sit in there. You kind of want them to get in there, do their business, and get out. So they're specifically designed for an egg box liner. I hope that helps you understand the design ideas behind the Loft Chicken Coop, and we hope to have you as a customer too. Thank you very much.